Ladies and gentlemen, it's I Intentionals. Welcome you back to Let's Play Princess Evangile. Before we begin, this episode of Princess Evangile is brought to you by Sprint. Sponsor, not a sponsor. To be a sponsor. Again. Not get too into that this time. Last time, I think we got kidnapped. I think. We'll find out. Please go. Could you repeat that for me, please? Thank you. What? Mr. got eaten nuts from the side nearly every day since the term began, but today he was nowhere to be seen. Have you seen the bathroom? She waited for him, tray in hand. 5 minutes passed and then 10 minutes. Besides, didn't appear. Curious. This had never happened before. Every day he'd say, "I'm starving," and smile at her. No, he'd come to the dining hall immediately after lunch break began. Charlie say spoke to her. Please, Lisa-sama. Where's Lisa-sama? Oh, well, he was ill today. He didn't come to school. Ill? Let's see. Does he have a cold? Princess Mishima didn't say. It was rare for Messiah to take ill. In fact, she couldn't recall it ever happening before. Besides, he was perfectly fine yesterday. Are you worried? Yes, I am. So am I. It's quite unusual. Mitsuko nodded. Let's go see him together after class. Yes, let's. School day seemed to take an eternity to end. She thought he might email her, but nothing came. She was starting to worry. He was feeling so bad he couldn't even send an email. The final homework ended and Mitsuko quickly left her classroom. Just then, the wall speaker buzzed alive and her mother's voice sounded out over it. This is a message from the school. We'll be holding an emergency assembly. All students please report to the gymnasium. I repeat. I was please assemble the gymnasium at once. What is it now? The idea of skipping it flashed through her mind. Frankly, it shocked her, but she'd never considered such a thing before. You really have become a different person. But it didn't feel like a bad change. Not at all. After some time, her mother appeared at the podium. Normally when I'm making announcements regarding what's to everyone, however, Murray ran to the gym and the Kyo's preface. He's more than just a classmate. I decided to make a public announcement to prevent a panic. He? There's only one person that possessed that the pronoun could refer to. She watched her mother up at the podium with anxiety running through her chest. The music is gone. Odin Masai-kun, currently enrolled in class 2C, has taken a leave of absence from school. What? The reason given was personal business. Boosh! I call boosh! There's no way that's what happened. Didn't know as Adams will last. It may last even past the grand vote. However, that cannot be helped. In practice, the departure sample should not have any effect on the vote. That is all. Students were told to depart. The next week, she was running up to her mother. Mother. What is going on here?
一身上の都合。本人もそうとしか答えなかったわ。
You're taking too much joy from that. I have no idea. Possibly it's the only reason that he gave me.
嘘よ。
Liar, you're lying.
嘘。
Lying.
お母さんが何かどうにかしたんでしょ。
Mother, you did this, didn't you?
証拠もなしに人を吊るし上げようとするのは良くないわね。
Can't embarrass without proof. You can't expel someone from dating your daughter. Right?
だってやりそうな人はお母さんしかいないもの。
But you're the only person who would do it.
私は何もしていない。
I didn't do anything. Two glare at each other. She was obviously lying. Mitsuko knew that instinctively, but she had no basis on which to condemn her.
いいわ。本人に聞いてみる。マサヤ様はまだ寮にいるの？
I'm gonna ask myself. Besides, I was still in the dorm?
さあ。
I don't know.
さあって。
You don't know?
朝早く番宣を出て行って、その後の足取りは私も知らないわ。
He had been since early this morning. I don't know where he went after that. Rhoda was wearing fuzzy around her. She couldn't believe her mother was saying all this like nothing was wrong. Sal was already gone?
何を見ているの？早く解散しなさい。
What are you looking at? Just press it once! Mother clapped her hands. Mitsuko realized for the first time that the students were still watching her. Mitsuko started running again. Flying eyes gazed him. She heard someone calling her, probably her sister, but ignored it.
マサヤ様、私です。
It's me. She knocked and knocked. Slowly the knocks got stronger and more frequent, but nobody answered. Turned it out quietly. It wasn't locked. The room was dirty. His things were all where he left them, so at a glance it looked like as if he'd gone out. Apparently he had already left the campus. She walked to the bed on city legs. She knelt down on the floor, threw herself down, and began to cry hot tears. She still smelled like Messiah. Even as she wailed the top of her lungs, her mind continued to think. Mother had said personal business, but Messiah had said nothing about it to her. She could imagine something coming up at the time between last night and this morning, and if they had, surely he would have contacted her. Perhaps he didn't have time, but they lived in the same building. Her mother's strange behavior earlier. She must have said that knowing about Messiah's leave of absence, but Ritsuko could be sure. Still, she was certain her mother was involved in it somehow. How could she prove it? Mitsuko wiped away her tears and raised her head. Just then, she noticed something strange about the room around her. What could it be? It's like... As soon as the door was open, Mitsuko quickly turned around. Sister.
ここだったのか。走って行っちゃったものだから、ちょっと心配になってさ。
That's where you were. I was awfully worried about if you ran out like that.
目、赤いわよ。
Your eyes are all red. Sister stroked her gently.
休学は、あくまで休学なんだから。すぐに帰ってくるんだから、そう泣かないのよ。
Leave of absence, just a leave of absence. I'm sure he'll be back soon, so don't cry.
姉さん、本当にそう思うの？
Sister, do you really think that's true?
そう思うって？
Think what's true?
休学のこと。
That's leave of absence.
違うの？
You don't?
昨日までマサヤ様はそんなこと一言も言わなかったわ。そうでしょ？
Said I hadn't said a word about it to you before today, has he?
私も知らなかった。出て行く時だって何の連絡もなかった。こんなのどう考えてもおかしいもの。
He hasn't to me either, and he didn't say a word to me when he left. No matter which way I slice it, it's obviously strange.
まあね。もしかしたらあれなのかな。
It's true. You don't think?
何か心当たりでもあるの？
Do you have any clues?
あ、いえ。心当たりっていうのでもないわ。ただほら、彼 人が留学してきた時の状況よ。
Oh, no one says it's a clue, but, well, think about the conditions under which he transfers here. What?
トラブルがあったわけでしょ。借金は全て返したって話だったけど、また何か因縁でもつけられたのかも。
Did he have some trouble? Say he paid back all of his loan, but maybe they still have something on him.
でもそれならバンセーヌにいた方が安全なのに。
But in the case, wouldn't it be safer for him at this S?
それはそうよ。でもあのお母様も許すと思う？案外そんな機会を虎視眈々と狙っていたんじゃないかしら。
Does she really think mother will allow that? She's really looking for an excuse to throw him out.
そして迷惑にならないようマサヤ君はこっそりと出て行った。
He kills Psycho secretly so as not to cause any trouble.
言っているうちなんとなくそれが正解かもなんて気がしてきたわ。
Yeah, that really might be the
分
answer.
かった。じゃあ私ちょっとアパートに行ってみる。
Understood. Then go to check the apartment.
アパート？どこのよ？
Huh? The apartment? Whose? As Yutsuko stood, Ayaka looked up at her in surprise.
マサヤ様の。一応自宅ではあるんだし、本当に出て行ったのならまずはそこに向かったはずだわ。
Sasamas, I know that he has one. If he really has gone, he would have gone there first.
今から行くの？
You going now?
姉さん、いつもどうやって外に出ていたの？
Yeah. Sister, how does it always leave the school grounds?
変わったわね、リツコも。
You've changed, Yutsuko.
そうでしょうね。
I suppose I have.
もちろんいい方にね。
In a good way, of course.
よし、じゃあ行きましょうか。
Okay, let's go then. I'll go sit up as well.
校門まで付き合ってあげる。どうやってっていうのは特にないわよ。バレても気にしないならそのまま素通りするだけだから。
Okay, there's no particular how to it. If you don't care about it being caught, they'll just let you through.
一応着替えた方がいいわね。制服を着ているといつかの私みたいにトラブルに巻き込まれるかもしれないから。
Oh, but you better change first. If you got in uniform, you might end up in trouble like I did that one time.
分かった。
Understood.
確かこの辺だったはず。
I believe this is the area. She only had dim recollection of it, so she ended up wandering around for quite some time.
あった。
There it is. There was no response. Well, that's about too. She had heard there were people from the mafia in the building, but she didn't see them there. Nothing to show her ever she could return to the school. If he wasn't at home then, where could Messiah possibly be? She was so worried that she wanted to scream. It took all the strength she had to not do so on the bus ride home.
そういえば。
Oh, that's right.
さっきの違和感は何だったのかしら。
This was strange to her earlier. She knelt down and gazed at the bed. It came to her immediately. She drew wildly out of place. She could imagine the blanket slipping based on how a person slept, but there was no reason for the sheets to be in disarray. Besides, I didn't remember anything strange about how Messiah slept, even when they spent the night together on Christmas Eve. She thought about it for a while, but she couldn't figure out what it meant. She decided, though, that she would make the bed out of the way. She pulled out the blanket when...
これは。
This is...
お前、放課後無断で外出したそうだね。ガルディエンヌから報告があったわよ。
With the girls' permission after class, didn't you? The guardian told me. Hara spoke up without even announcing her presence.
わざわざそんなことを言いに来たの？
Should you hear just say that?
まあ、そういうわけではないけれど。でもまさかリツコがね。ガルディエンヌも驚いていたわ。
Well, not exactly, but really, you all people weeks ago? The guardian was shocked.
今は普通の事態じゃないから。
It's only a situation.
写真は見た？
Did you look at the pictures?
写真？
What? Pictures? For a moment she stared, genuinely unsure of what she was talking about.
見合いの相手のプロフィールよ。この前渡して見ておくように言ったでしょ。
Profiles of potential marriage partners. I gave them to you and asked you to look through them.
んなもの。
You know I didn't look through them.
なら今からでもいいから
You
見て
should,
おきなさい。
you should look at them now.
いい加減にして。
Absolutely not.
お好みマサヤは本当に戻ってくるのかしらね。
Why bring that up? He was very clear about being in love with Mitsuko. It pains him not to see her every day. I'm pretty sure he has said that. Well, not he said that, but it was implied, so if as he brought that up means he knows something. I went to Okinoga's side will return. What? That is the trees began to tremble.
休学がそのまま退学になるかもしれない。いずれ彼は根なし草のようなものなのよ。
He has no reason to run anymore,
可
though.
能性は十分にあるわね。
He has no reason to run anymore, though. His dad's not around. His mom's somewhere. Not entirely sure where. I don't think Ubral goes over that. If one of them doesn't, I'm sure Maud would. Make it up. The leave of absence could become permanent. He was always been leave for the wind. The possibility is there. The thought that Messiah might not return. It couldn't be. Her knees knocked together as though a joint were out of place. She thought back on that night in the cathedral. She asked briefly if he was going anywhere, and he answered her, "Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere."
やっぱり何かお母さんが関わっているのね。
You are. You're behind us, aren't you? Mother shook her head.
嘘、あれはきっと。
Fire, this has to be.
相手を見つけておきなさい。母さんの言う通りにするなら協力してあげてもいいわ。
That's underhanded. What's the term for that? You're doing something to get someone to do something else. To do something else. What is that? What's the term for that? I don't remember the term. There's some special word for it. Help me?
お好みマサヤを連れ戻す。
Bring Messiah back. If you have personal reasons, you can't do that. It doesn't work that way.
お母さんは一体どうしてそこまで。
Mother, why did George do this?
わからないの？あの男はバンセンヌを私の思い出を破壊したのよ。
Oh, boo-hoo! Tough. You don't know? Because it managed to convince Ness, destroy my memories. Moon's eyes burned with hatred. Mitsuko stared ruthlessly at her mother. Moon, she had known all her life, has become a stranger right before her eyes.
ねえ、お母さん。私さっき、マサヤ様の部屋で、あるものを見てしまったのよ。
Listen, Mother. There's something with Saya's room earlier.
あるもの？
Something?
足跡、土足の。それがシーツの下の敷布団にくっきりとついていたわ。
Footprint. A muddy footprint. It was on the underclothes beneath the sheet.
これっておかしいわよね。どう考えても。一体誰がベッドの上に土足で上がるというの？
It is very strange. Who could have been standing on the bed in muddy shoes?
あの連中、間抜けているわね。
Those two. They are stupid, aren't they?
やっぱりお母さん知っていたのね。
So you did know about this.
だったらどうだというの？
What if I did?
返して、マサヤ様を返して。
Give it back. Give Saya's back to me. She pressed her fist to her breast and trembled. Her mother's eyes, like two calm pools, stared into Mitsuko's face.
だから協力ならすると言っているでしょう。
I said I would if you cooperated.
じゃあ警察に言うわ。
I'm telling the police.
言ってどうするというの？律子、 お前はこの国で年間何人の人間が蒸発するか知っているの？
What do they do? Because you know how many people go missing in this country every year? It's Japan. If someone goes missing, you're never going to find them. That's just how it is.
親にも見捨てられた若者を警察が真剣に追うとは思えない。ワンセンヌに泥を塗るだけだわ。やめておきなさい。
I was just really looking for one boy abandoned by his parents, so I tried to drag his name through the mud.
でも
But
それに、もしもそんなことをしたら、私はお前のことも許さないわよ。
Vision, if you do that, I will never forgive you.
分かっているの？お母さんのしていることは紛れもなく犯罪で。
Do you understand what you're doing? It's a crime.
ワンセンヌのためにあの人はとてつもない大罪を犯してしまった。それを思えば。
Nameless and S. She committed a grave crime. Indeed. When I think of that.
あの人、大罪？
She? A grave crime? Mother shook her head silently. Seeing there was no getting through to her now.
分かった。じゃあ選べばいいのね、見合いの相手。
Fine, this is the fiance, right?
結婚の
A,
相手よ。
a husband.
本来であれば卒業と同時にと私も考えていた。でももうそんな悠長なことは言っていられないわね。
We just thought that we would wait until after you graduate. I see I can't afford to take things so slowly now.
あろうことかお前は小此木正也を愛してしまっている。であれば早いに越したことはないわ。
So, you fall in love with Ogunega Messiah, which means there's no time to waste.
結婚。
A husband? Her knees felt about to buckle again. Her mother acted so strangely.
母さんもお父さんのことは愛していたの。
But your father too, deeply.
でもそれが過ちのもとだった。知恵の実を食べてしまったようなものだわ。人間には確かに知らなくてもいいことがある。
That was the cause of my sin. I ate of the fruit of knowledge. Truly, it is better that humans remain ignorant.
どうするの律子。母さんの言う通りにするの？
What would you do, Rizko? Will you obey your mother?
それで本当にマサヤ様を返してくれるのね。
If I do, you will bring Masaya-sama back?
約束するわ。
I promise. Build the album from underneath the bed and put it to the page quickly.
もっと真剣に選びなさい。人生の伴侶なのよ。
Please so seriously, this man will be with you for a lifetime. She ended divorcing right away anyway. It might be a blow on the fact, but she wouldn't let him touch her. Masaya would surely understand.
この人でいい。この人がいい。
This man is fine. This is what I want. Rizko barely looked through the album before handing it back to her mother. I think he looked and closed the album immediately.
ところで前に言おうとしたことだけど。
By the way, I tried to tell you this earlier.
律子、お前は私と同じでクリスチャンなのよ。
Rizko, you're a Christian, just like me. What? Rizko opened her eyes wide, staring at the mouth that had uttered the baffling words. She even blinked and began to feel the sting of her eyes drying out.
クリスチャン。私が。
Christian? Me? Has been all life in Christian school. Rizko understood immediately what that meant. Noticing this would have been that much of a shock, but now.
洗礼を受けているの。お前は記憶にないだろうけど。
She got baptized, although you likely don't remember it.
幼児洗礼だなんて。私はそんなの認めない。
In baptism, but I never agreed to it.
私たちの教派は幼児洗礼も有効だわ。そしてもちろん言うまでもなくやめるということはできない。
In baptism is not all that rare, but the thing is that has about as much effect as you think it would, but it is not a conscious knowledge. The baptism is technically ineffective. And that's just how it is.
お前はすでに救われているのだから。全能の神にね。
Spoils of baptism. That spoils his baptism. You are saved, after all, by all-powerful God. This is her head. Well, logically, she knew she was just discounted, but she couldn't. She had been taught Christian principles all her life.
1534年、ヘンリー8世はイングランド国教会を作り出した。その原動力となったのは実際のところ。
1534, Henry VIII created the Church of England. The driving force behind it was, in fact,
自身の離婚問題だった。
his divorce. It best believes different things, of course, but traditionally Christians weren't allowed to divorce. So? Marriage is one of the sacraments. Can someone give me a verse for that? I don't know where that is. I don't remember reading it. Not only was it one of God's sacraments, but it was considered to be exist on a separate level from legal marriage. Because the Pope refused to acknowledge his divorce, Henry VIII split from the Roman Catholic Church.
そういったことは律子は当然覚えているわね。
Remember that, Bisku, don't you?
今回候補に挙げたこの人たちも。
The name forward his candidacy this time. In love with the album once again.
全員私たちと同じ教派のクリスチャンだわ。だから奇跡は何の問題もなく成立することになる。
The Romans are a branch of Christianity. They all accept the existence of the sacrament.
私はすぐに離婚する。私はクリスチャンではないもの。
I believe there must be because I'm not a Christian.
そう割り切れればいいでしょうけどね。一時期よくお御堂にいたのでしょ。私はてっきり信心に目覚めたのだと思ったわ。
People petition it off that easily, of course. You spent a lot of time in the figure, haven't you? I assumed you have evidence to your faith.
あれは
That's not...
まあいいわ。お前が約束を守るなら母さんも約束を守る。
Wait for that.
私にもお好み正也をどうこうしたいという気持ちはないから。
Well, if you promised, then so will I. I have no particular wish to see Okono Messiah come to harm.
ごきげんよう。
Salutations. After her mother left the room, Mystical flushed her face with numb, and she sank slowly down onto the floor. People petition it off that easily. Those words flowed around her mind. She had said over and over again that she wasn't a believer, yet it still cast a shadow over her. For Ritsuko, who had grown up around Christian teachings all her life, it was difficult for her to reject the idea fully. Sacrament of marriage. If she got a legal divorce immediately afterwards, it would put a stain on her heart she could never erase. It could even be called the rape of her soul. Save me. Next time we return to Besides' point of view.